Hello. What's going on, everybody? How we doing today? I'm going to. I guess I should turn this one off. Kyda's not hanging out with us right now. She's in her box. So, how's it going, everyone? How are you doing today? It's Extra Life, and I'm back with you with another small, sort of like pre No Man's Sky update stream. Woke up this morning, getting ready for work. I've got to go to work in a couple hours, exactly 2 hours. I have to leave, but I did want to get in a short stream talking about the, you know, new updates some more, what we think might happen, what we can come to expect. We've been seeing a whole lot of really cool things from Light No Fire, and I'm not 100% sure if things that are possible in Light No Fire are available in, if they could do this in No Man's Sky. It looks like they're using the same engine. Peanut butter sandwich. Breakfast of champions. So, can't forget a little jump start. Now, I was looking over the Hello Games page this morning for No Man's Sky, and I was looking for some kind of update here. You're seeing things about updates, but this page seems to be all jumbled up with the amount with the timelines. We've got something from 2019 here, and then we've got something from 2025 right here. So it makes things a little bit difficult to kind of tell what's going on. I don't really know how to use Twitter. I don't really know how to use X. I don't really hang out on here a whole lot. There doesn't seem to be like any real way to sort this. So what I will tell you is that we have this. This is what we do have. And this is from Sean Murray on Twitter, I believe. I believe this is actually No Man's Sky Twitter. Let's see. No, actually, I guess it was the same thing, huh? Twitch is Twitter, Twitter is Twitch. X is what? No way. Because I don't think that's what that is. I don't know what any of these social media sites are, you guys. I don't think it's it. I'm pretty sure it's just this. I think it's just x.com. That's how I'm gonna know it from now on. Is just x.com. So yes, we did see an update posted, but I saw it on my cell phone. So this was right before my shower. I just checked to see if there was an update at the time that I took the screenshot. It was 3 hours ago. It was about 4.5 hours ago now. So we did have one Coliseum. Now we have 3 Coliseum emojis. So according to Professor Cynical, I've not been playing this game quite as long as a lot of the community, but I have done a very deep dive in the time that I have been dedicating to the game. So, hey, Chief. What we're looking at here is a really, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty juicy update. We went from 1 emoji to 3. This Coliseum here, I'm not sure what this Coliseum means. I don't understand this. You guys, I'm hoping it's not soccer. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I'm just hoping that it's not soccer. It would be really cool to have a game like that in No Man's Sky, but I would love to see more of something along the lines of a PvP type addition to the game. Something that I personally would really enjoy. I've really loved PvP aspects of games. When I first started RuneScape, it was all PvE, but there was this incredible, just dark, looming cloud above you at all times when you went to the wilderness, and that was the PvP aspect of the game. So now, whenever we're playing RuneScape, you don't really have to worry about that as much. It's not really that big of a deal. You can just opt out of PvP, from what I understand, and that's killed PvP unless it's on a PvP server, which in that case you're not gonna be. Where's the sense of danger? For your average person, passing through the wilderness? Where's the sense of adventure or danger? Where's the risk? Where's the reward? The reward is there, but there's no risk, so that makes the reward worthless. Not worthless, but just another grind and or another task in that regard. Um, I would really like it if in No Man's Sky you could pass through or select certain star systems that are PvP, kind of like in RuneScape, where you could select a certain server. And if you're jumping around from galaxy to galaxy, then you might hit one that's like a PvP galaxy, like Professor Cynical was talking about, and like maybe you could ask, maybe it would ask you if you wanted to do something like that. If you wanted to go in, it's PvP. That would be that. That's what I'm hoping for. That was the most attractive thing that I heard him bring up as far as ideas, and that was the first thing that I actually thought of when I saw the Coliseum. The first emoji that dropped. That's not a standard emoji. I'm pretty sure. I think that's a custom thing, or at least it is for that platform. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I'll be working today from about 4 o'clock to about 9:30 or so. But I'll be home after that. I'll probably start back up another live stream. We're just going to continue on. I don't expect to see another update from the page. And I'll check my phone for this because obviously it's not available here for some odd reason. But I will be checking my phone for those updates. In the meantime, we're just going to have a short little session of us working on the house here. I actually had a bit of issues um, earlier with my streaming rig. The encoder part of my streaming setup, the graphics card wasn't being recognized. I think I've corrupted the graphics card driver somehow. Dogs over here fussing, man. They're like kids, they just fussing away. All right, you guys. So, as you know, we have plenty of resources. Resources haven't been an issue for us right now. We kind of play, we kind of just stack resources for about a week, and then we'll jump in and we'll start building the things that we want. I don't like to be hindered by materials, and whenever I am, it really just slows down the building process. I could play in creative. Of course, I could. But then I wouldn't have I wouldn't have the benefit of playing with all of this cool stuff. Or playing with all the cool features that I. Chief just stole my sandwich. Kate, you get you dog, my guy. You just pulled my sandwich off that table. That is a very bad boy. He's been a very bad boy today, you guys. He's gonna have to go to the bedroom, I think, and sit by himself and think about what he's done. Think about what he's done. Still pops peanut butter sandwich right off the table. Well, I was distracted, guys. That's okay. We're gonna go give him the peanut butter sandwich after after our stream here because, well, he's already put his mouth on it. I guess. You know what I mean. It's already licked it. I ain't eating after a dog, but I do rejoice in the thought of the breakfast that I've got cooking right now in the kitchen. I have not eaten yet today, and oh, am I ready to eat. Alright, so it looks like I've got just 4 corners here. I don't know where I'm going with this, because with the way that I've got this set up, it's looking like my roof, it's kind of looking like I might actually have glass around the entire top, but that is a very poor design choice, I think. For this, I would actually prefer to have like full solid windows rather than, I mean, this looks cool. That's fine. I can handle that. I don't mind that at all. But if I'm looking over here at my wooden stuff, I've got this triple timber window right here, and it doesn't necessarily look like it's just made from wood. So I feel like maybe, oh, I want it without that top piece. And if I do it like this, then it'll work. There's only one small issue with that. The spacing. Uh, there may be an issue with spacing. Let me see here. I'm going to free build camera this. Sari bots banned somebody for spamming in my chat. I cannot believe you. I am not amused. Yes. Oh. Oh. It did it anyway. It said, huh, nope. Can you believe that? Look at that. Ah, that's lame, man. I gotta learn how to glitch build too. That's something else. Yo, it worked. Hey, now oh, oh. I don't guess that's a bad look for this. If I'm being honest. We got some. Now I'm gonna be able to build the full amount of these all around the house. Unfortunately, but I can handle that. That's really good. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. That's looking pretty good right there. I think we'll do the same thing. We'll just. I mean, somebody might say, why are you doubling up those windows like that? Is there really any point in doing such a thing? No, there's not. There's absolutely no point in doing that. There's no point in doing that. Because it looks exactly the same. It's the same effect. The only thing that would change is if I was to jump around to this other side, I think, and try to remove one of these, because it's not pointless to do this. Apparently. Apparently this works really, really well, and I don't know if I can replicate and pull this off. So I might end up stretching this window all the way across this house in the same exact way. Just because I want to make sure that it remembers how this window has been placed. Because it's in some kind of weird state. I've done something funny to allow those windows to exist in that state. Whether or not I'm going to get an extension further, I cannot tell you. I will just remove these, collect my resources back. Oh! That was, not great right there, but it's okay because we fixed it. Let me go back over here to these large triple timber windows. There's no way it's going to let me set those that way. Will this let me continue now? It will. I think the run of windows can only be so long. Yo, 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 yo. Let's see here. Set that down right there. And I think we're ready to extend the window across. I'm going to leave that. Let's see, the reason I've got this here is I'm hoping that it'll let me. It will. Boom. I got it. So now I can do this, place this window on the back side of those, and then remove these to get that effect. Dude, it worked. Yo, freaking awesome. Love that. All right. I cannot wait to get a roof on this thing. Yo, what's up, Kate the Great? Where's that lizard? The spaceman. That lizard? Kaida is in her tank right now. Her heating pad is not on, so I didn't want to bring her out here. It's kind of cool. It's kind of chilly. Picked up a really weird design choice here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and place the normals. Yeah. Go ahead and place all the normal windows because we're gonna have to remove them. Now I do not hate how that has actually opened the windows below this. And I might be leaving that. But it looks like we've got two different ways we can build the window now. As long as this thing is attached to that. Like it's giving us the option. This game's weird, man. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to enter build mode right here. I really feel like there should be a doorway there. That's got to be solid. Or it can be room. But not right now. Ladies and gents, it's getting dark. Holy moly. Okay. So far, there are 2 holes in the bottom there and 2 holes in the bottom there, which is actually good. I don't care. It's symmetrical. That's all that matters. Tell me I'm wrong. It's got to look good. I gotta tell you, I ain't about building a house or roof in the dark. But let me explain something to you here. We've got lots of power to power this house with. Yeah, I'm just gonna hook it to my Corvette. I'm actually not gonna hook it to my Corvette. I'm gonna have to jump power off from power over here. Hey, it's not that far. That's not that bad. I'm gonna have a single battery. I'm gonna have a single battery over here near the house. And I'll probably I'm gonna put that battery under there. At least I feel like it'll be a good spot for it. I don't know if it's gonna fit or not. I feel like that's perfect. I didn't even check it. I'll put something else over it if it don't work. This should have a battery. I should have a battery over here. I do. Oh, ow. The heck was that? Looks like this thing is finished. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal that. That's what we did last night. Go and get it upgraded to A class. Just an hour, really. So this battery appears depleted for some reason. It won't charge. We'll go ahead and hook it to that. The battery's still depleted. Now it is hooked to the grid. There's only 50 kp available. And that 50 kp, I think I only set up my power source to power enough jumps along the way for my short-range teleporters. It's 211 degrees out here, you guys. It's hot outside. Whoa. Guys, I gotta start a permadeath save. Holy moly. Man, anything, just let me inside. Holy cow. Desperate for shelter? Well, you have. I mean, you got a house. It's not really nice, but you have a house. I don't see how you could possibly be desperate for shelter. I'm not sure I agree with that, but whatever. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm going to have to actually search for power. I've got to do a power survey. I'm going to go head back up. Like never anything there for me. Okay. No nearby hotspots. Well, nothing nearby for power. Oh boy. Surely there's something down here, right? Dang, man. There's just no power or energy around here, huh? I mean, with the settlement being here, I would really maybe expect one somewhere close to nearby. I would prefer to not have to run my house off of generators and solar panels, but I will build a solar array grid that will power my house if I have to, and a large battery bank to where, whoa, you scared me, Mr. Robot. I'm searching for power, y'all. And I am not finding any power. Guess we can always use more sodium. I'm like maxed out on sodium. I've got so much resources that I actually kind of just need to use some. No, okay. So I need to push further out, away from this area, not down there. Ah. I'll eventually find power. If I keep going this way, I think. My major concern is my major concern is being able to extend my base out this far. Because it's way over there. I mean, I can do it. We can bring it out here. It's only 800 meters, and it's not that far from the settlement. Yet. But I am not finding geomagnetic hotspots anywhere. on this planet. Or any electromagnetic, nothing, like, mm-mm. I mean, a resonator ain't gonna make nothing here. I don't think it would even make 1%. I wish the deuterium plants would last a little longer. That would be ideal. I do say that I love those plants. No, I don't need any more dihydrogen. No, there's no hot spots nearby. There's nothing around, so. I'll put my exocraft down here. Maybe I'll find it in the water. I've not been searching the water. Oh. Well, the water's not toxic here. I'm thankful for that. I don't like the toxic water. Thank you, dear. Kate made me some breakfast. Because she's amazing. Alright, guys. We found this building. And I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Mm-hmm. Yep. I will seek knowledge of the past. Oh, yep, there it is. This thing works there, and I can... Hopefully do this. Hey, apparently, like my stream encoder's overloaded playing this game, turned up like it is. So what I'm gonna do is just for now, since I'll probably be live for another hour or so. I'll probably cut out on a couple places and just, yeah, I'll cut off over here, and hopefully that helps out a whole lot. Kick. We'll see you soon. Okay, so now, yeah, I think that's actually pretty good, y'all. Oh my gosh, the waves. The waves got pretty wild. All right, y'all. So let me just turn down this TV right here a little bit. That way my mic doesn't just pick up the TV the whole time. I believe everything's looking pretty good though. Yep. Encoder's holding up now. That's what I'm talking about. What I want to do is I'll just go ahead and summon an exocraft just to get me. Don't have a summoning station for this in the system. I wonder if I can drive my pilgrim into the water. Y'all, I am driving this thing in the water. Its boost is extremely short in the water. Yeah, this is, I mean, I think it would be faster just to jetpack through the water. I have to say. We're coming up on land, you guys. I can tell because it's getting shallow. But you know you won't drown. Or at least you won't drown. Hey, townspeople, you ever seen anything like this? Yeah, check that out. You won't be able to take it anywhere because it's almost out of gas, and we're in a giant hole. I haven't made a ramp yet. But now that it's daylight, once again, this battery is actually storing KP now. So yeah, I think let's work on the roof, which is going to be it's going to be interesting because I think I'm going to have to make it out of metal. From what I can tell, um, I mean, it says it's stone. Looks like metal. Maybe we'll. I do not know. Maybe they're going to do something with building. Maybe we're looking into it too much. There's a coliseum, and they just mean building. Wouldn't they put like a house though for that? I think they would use a house emoji for something along those lines. I mean, there's actually I think there's a chart that shows what everything means on the Twitter or X. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into free build mode for one. Um, all right. So what I'll do actually, give me just a moment, because I will be right back in just a moment. Got to go check the bacon. So we're just gonna chill right here for a sec, you guys. I'll be right back with you. All right, everyone, we are back with you here. I do check the bacon, you know. Put some more bacon in. So, it's dark again. I missed a really good opportunity to build. But I also have this other really awesome opportunity to put in some lights. I don't know. It's really more important that I get this roof done, I have to say. Um, as soon as I get the roof on, close this thing in, I'll have light indoors and it'll stop being so nasty. I mean, as of right now, it's very hot outside. You know, I just feel like we deserve a roof. I feel like we deserve a roof. We've done well. We have done well. So, the question is, I mean, it says I can snap this. What happens when I snap it? What does it look like? It's a bunch of these. I can build a lot of them. I don't mind not having a completely open roof this time, because a lot of my other builds have got like an open roof design, where like not open roof, but like kind of like cathedral style ceilings. um, I really enjoy those. They look really nice. It gives the feeling that the room is much bigger. Though when you walk around, it's obvious that it's not actually that much bigger of a room. Just, but sometimes I do use that vertical space for storage and things of that nature. Things related to storage stuff. You know, storing things. The roof lock system here is kind of weird. I'm not 100% sure if I've done this the way that I need to, because it looks like my roof is all glitchy in some spots. So I may have to fix that. I did not know really that they were going to do that. Hey, but whatever. I'm just going to rock with it. I'm going to roll with it. Because I'm still finishing on... I'm still finishing on target there. So now I think I have enough roof here to where it's classifying this as a building. It's like, hey, you're inside now. That's pretty neat. Now I think from here is where I'll actually go vertical with the roof. Get rid of that. This is where I will go vertical. And we're not filling the corners. The corners are going to be corner pieces. See, if you're indoors, it kind of like brightens things up for you a little bit without having to install lights. And then once you install your lights, you're like, did I really need these lights? You didn't. They're really aesthetic. They're just really aesthetic. All right, so my corners go in here. This should be interior corners, but it's not. Okay. Right on. Those are not interior. Oh yeah, because that's the type of corner that it is. It's the wrong type of corner. Yeah. So these are the only two corners like that I have. And then the rest of them are actually going to be roof corners. They're like this. They'll go the other direction. This will go here, and then we'll have another, we'll just have a slanted roof right there. We need that. Go back to our roof corner here, and attach that. Attach that. That. I think it's actually looking a lot better. Our roof is going up at least, so there's that. It's an odd roof nonetheless, but he's going to be walking around up here, right? So we do have this stone roof cap, which I am not ready to use yet. We will probably skylight the rest of this up the rest of the way. Yeah, and we'll do it this way. And this is just going to offer us some natural lighting inside of the house, so super nice. I don't know how. Okay. So yeah, now, yo, what's up? What's up? How's it going? How's it going? I don't think I was supposed to do that. Not right there. But actually, I have an idea. I still have an idea. I think it'll work. I am going to place these here as originally planned. And did we go? Yeah, okay, outside. So with these, we're going on the outside. Oh. Oh, wow, okay. We'll put a corner right there. And then we need to get our other slanted roof, glass roof right there. Okay, now for the rest of this, we're going to go the stone corner so we can close that out. There's no real other way to terminate that corner and box it in besides just using a solid roof corner. I would most certainly use a glass corner if we had those available. It'd be super cool. Maybe update new build items. Building in No Man's Sky is one of my favorite things. I know a lot of people really enjoy building in No Man's Sky. So, with that being said, I don't think anyone would be the least bit upset if they decided to bring in some more building materials for us to build bases with. Then again, we might have some people that absolutely hate that and feel like it would be like wasted, a wasted update. So, you know, I guess it's all in perspective, I suppose. It's subjective, I suppose. But to what? It would be subjective to each person's own opinion, and that's well, we call that an opinion at that point. You can't really push that on everybody else's. So I want to flip this. Cycle axis cannot change rotation axis. So I need an upside down corner, and I don't know if I want to free this. I guess I could. I'll free it. We will do that. We'll rotate the axis. This way. And then this way, I think. And now let's see what we can do here about getting in here and placing this piece. I don't think it's gonna place properly. I really don't. Nah, it's not gonna. I need something that's gonna snap in. The only thing is this is like a sloping gable, and I don't feel like it fits like it's supposed to. And then would an inverted corner serve that purpose? No, it wouldn't work either. So what am I gonna do for this? A stone roof gable, but it's not. It's not the right shape, and I don't want to leave that part open. I'm not into just leaving that open like that. Nah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the rest of the wall right over here. I think we used the extruded. Did we use extruded? Yeah, we used extruded. Yes, we did. And then there's this, of course. Corvette triangle. Well, you said Corvette triangle walkways and windows also be nice. You know what? I've not actually tried to. Whoa, this is off. These are off. Um, I've not actually been able or tried to build with Corvette parts. I do not know how to glitch build yet. That is something that I've not figured out. And also, welcome Juan Watts. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. I can't. I feel like I'm gonna be able to accomplish this with just this one sloping. No, not the sloping. The alloy panel here. Interesting. It's if I could flip that upside down. Like it needs to be able to snap in upside down. And yeah, I could rotate it and get it right. But getting it to go down in there, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing, bub. Camera view is kind of weird to build in sometimes. It's almost easier to get it to go through walls in this mode. My roof is kind of botched up, I think, though. I really want to fix this. Is it this that's cutting through? I think it is. I think it's these that are not right. And I think this one over here is not right. From what I can tell, they're off. lot off. We will not be doing that, but let's try this again. And no wonder if look at it from the top this time and get a better placement angle on this, because they're gonna pass through. They're supposed to. Thing is, I want them all to pass. I want them all to be placed uniformly and consistently, so that way I've got this ridge all the way across. Building stuff. Alright, that's right. That one's good. And this one like that. And then I should be able to just remove this and have my roof fixed. But I'm going up top just to verify. Whoa. Yep. Come on. Yep. Come on. Yeah, I know you want to go. Wait. Holy crap, building in this game can be a real interesting thing. We're going to have to kick it forward, though. Well, I don't care how it gets to where it needs to be. I just need it to... Oh. Jeez, man. This game is trolling me so hard. Get it. I got it. Did I get it? I got it. I got it. Sorry. I'm like obsessed over the roof line for some reason. I don't know why I was doing that. But I got it. I fixed it and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So, alright. We might... Let's see here. That's not going to work either. So what I'll do for now, I'll eventually figure out how to put like Corvette parts on this. Because apparently that's something you can do. I didn't know about that. But as of now, I think we're okay. I don't like that up there. That's got to go. We got to change that. That can't be. Nah. I got to do something else with that. I just don't want to use the metal for it. If I'm going to do something with that, I need to use just the regular stone so it matches up. Oh, the thing is, I don't think that stone's... It's fine, actually. It looks way better than the different colored metal that's up there. That looked fine from the outside. I'll say that. It looked fine from the outside, but once I got in here, I just really didn't like it at all. I think we'll just put that one there, I think. Make sure, yeah, that one sticks out far enough. Okay, great. Alright. So, looks like we've got our windows around. We're actually inside now, so the storms will not bother us. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with that. I gotta stop also worrying about it. So, let's go build some lights. Let's put some lights in here, yo. Some basic necessities. I will not have a base teleport module here. I don't think. Yeah, because I've got one in the sky tower up there. I don't need it up there. I would prefer to have it down here. This says limited to one base. So, we'll have to figure that out later. For now, we're focusing on lights. Probably go with this. I can't put it in right there. Unless, of course, I do something cool. Is that the center? There's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's 2. These 2 pieces right there make up the center. Now I can put my light on that. Yep. I should be able to make this a really big light. It's actually not quite as large as I expected. I thought those lights got way bigger than that, but whatever. I don't know, but that light seemed like it was turned on already. Interesting. Take a couple of these. I'll put one of them. I've got to find some markers. I guess I'm just going to try to shoot for about the middle of the window, or the middle of the panel. That's close enough, right? And I'll put a couple out here. Or actually put a lamp post somewhere. That would be nicer looking. Like right here. I'll definitely consider putting in some of those some Corvette parts on this stuff. If that's something that I can do, I need to look into how to do the glitch building. I really would like to ensure that nothing's going to just disappear on me though after I do it. Just because, you know, it's all glitched out or something. We could, that's what I definitely want to put in some lights up there. And what I would like to put in some green lights. And I want them to be relatively hidden. I don't just want them to be super visible. I mean, they can be seen, I suppose, but I don't want them to really be a focal point. I would rather them kind of stay hidden more. And then I'm going to go ahead and string those lights up right there. I'm going to bridge this over. I'm not sure what I hooked up to right there, but it wasn't the light. It was the light. Well, in that case, the lights are on. think I want to drop a couple more of these just to make that really green looking. Alright, now I will go ahead and add back the stone skylight roof. And we're going to get a electrical cloaking unit. And that's actually also going to hide right over here. If I can, oh, actually, it won't hide down there, sorry. That's also limited to one per base. Which means all that's going to disappear anyway. So at nighttime, this should look pretty cool. I'm going to make it dark. So the light's not actually coming out of here as much as I would have liked it to. I guess I add in some I guess I add in green lights right here. And we will wire them up. Okay, good. I was like, I hope it places it in the right spot. So now at dark, I don't know. I almost feel like I should just use a solid panel for that. Because with the effect that I've got going on, I could still turn it nighttime and still have like a lot of that green showing right there. So like the front of my house is really green. Or at least in that section. So that's cool. I do have the 2 lamps up front. Don't mind that either. Can I go through the door? I can. And in the front of the house, the green is not really showing through. So that's also a big thing. I did not want the green to show through on the inside. All right. I guess it works. Now, what are we doing with this down here? We're obviously going to be getting a bar somewhere. So we're going to want a lounging area. We're going to want a bar. We're going to want a storage room. What else? We can try to make a kitchen. We can do a layout with a master bedroom and then a guest bedroom. Okay. I did want to get rid of that. Alright, so temporarily we have a couple lights inside the house. I don't know really how much that's going to help us. Kind of glitched through a little bit on those. Almost looks like lights coming through the roof as well. I'm not sure how I feel about that. So this is a little janky. Not gonna lie. Let's see here. Let's start laying out our walls. For the rooms. So I would really kind of like, I guess a room up here wouldn't be bad. I would probably run it to right here to block that really nasty spot. My question is that going to go through my floor up top? No. When you start building outside of like the normal just quick select snap, even just a little bit, even using the snap features, you end up with a bit of a more difficult. You have more difficulty setting walls and stuff and lining them up properly. So we do have a room here. It's kind of small, but I'm not really mad at that. Now that room, you can see right into it. If I don't do it that way, okay, then I'm going to have a spot right there. Don't want that. So we're just going to have to tolerate that. We'll cover it up with something. Okay, that looks pretty uniform. And for our doorway, we're just going to drop in an arch. And I think I will put an arch over here as well. The room's only 2, so yeah. I'm going to put the arch right here. Hey, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. I think right here is a spot where we would probably be able to pull off the corners. No, no, it's not. We are not pulling off extruded wall caps there. Maybe here? Just how much was that gonna go through? And is it just bad? Because you can't do it on the other side. Really, I think we're able to leave those. I don't know. It looks really weird. I like the straight corner a whole lot better. I definitely like the corner better. I don't know what I just did with that. But looks like we've got a spot where we can chill now. I have no idea why I put that there, but it's there. Power supply room. Okay. Yep. Well, we'll definitely need a power supply room. I've got to have a solar array. I need a solar array bank, a big one, because I do not have a natural source of power anywhere around here that I know of. I cannot seem to locate one. I've surveyed for power. I surveyed probably about 30 minutes earlier, all around this big circle, and I could not find a single point for power. I can bridge everything off these. I can't just jump everything off those lights up there, or these lights in here. Front light would be a jump point for power probably for this base, because I want to go ahead and put the floor back in just to cover that up. Now I don't really have to worry about seeing that thing anymore, and I can also just check it. It is slowly draining power, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to drain out before morning. It's just got a few lights on it. And then worst case scenario. So if we look at the grid storage is 4,066. I'm not entirely sure how we have that much. It's going to take 2 hours to drain it. But I'm actually using 101 kp out of what's available. So I'm using more power than is available, but somehow it's still working. I'm going to need to power by the time more solar onto this. I'll probably go ahead and do that. Now, I'm thinking that usually I do not put big arrays on top of my house, but I have a lot of flat space back here. And then also I could put it up there, but I need to see how many I can place per panel here, because that's really gonna, oh, okay, oh, yes, okay, we're fine. I can only build 51 of these right now with what I have for materials. Holy moly, what? Oh my god. So I have to say that's the first time I've seen one of those storms on this planet. I didn't think I would have to worry about those. Okay, well, it seems like we're gonna have to worry about those. I'm just gonna drop probably go over here, and I'll probably drop these panels every other block, every other roof block. So two here, two there. I'm gonna go ahead and jump over here just because I don't want to run out, and I want to try to make it as symmetrical as possible. Should still have plenty, but I'm putting down 4 each time, so. And of course, right now, these things are not generating any kind of power, unfortunately. I've never really had to power an entire base in a town off of only solar panels. I did that for a short period of time, and oh my gosh, it cost me a ridiculous amount of resources. Like this is costing a lot of resources. Like, sure, I'm able to build a buttload of these, but at the cost is it's actually pretty severe. I'm gonna have to go out and mine a lot of chromatic metal. I'm gonna convert chromatic metal. I'm gonna have to go out and get gold. I'm gonna have to get a lot for. I'm gonna have to replace a lot of my metal plating. I think the metal plating is probably the limiting factor in this. So I bet you if I just made some more metal plating, yo, Chroma just became a gamer over there on Velora. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate your support. We're playing a little No Man's Sky here, just kind of amping up for the update that's coming very soon. We should be seeing that update within about 36 hours, according to the details that we're seeing on social media. So the developers have posted another emoji, but this time they posted 3 emojis. It was the same emoji that they posted last time, but there were 3 of them this time. So now I don't exactly know how much power each of these generate, but I'm going to need a pretty significant battery storage room. But I want it to look aesthetically pleasing. I don't want it to just be a real loud, ugly power supply room. I may end up dropping the power supply room right back here. Now my checking out Velora for the first time, Chroma. That's cool. Hey, do you stream? If you stream, Velora is a good place to do that. So far, Velora has been really, really cool. They're growing very fast. They've faced a bunch of challenges and have been able to overcome those every single time. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Velora grow as a streaming platform. There are a lot of people are jumping over there. You do stream, you got tired of Twitch and wanted to find a good alternative. So right now, Velora is in its early stages of. I mean, it is fully functional. I will say that, but it's still in its early. It's in its infancy. If you ask me, they're going to be doing a lot of expansion and a lot of growth. They're constantly doing updates, and they're all the time socializing with the community. The CEO, his name's Corey. You'll notice whenever you went to sign in under the email, where it asked you for your email, it said Corey Legendary, or your email or whatever. That's Corey is the CEO there. Run Until You Fly is his name on the Discord, and I think also on Velora itself. I haven't had any issues out of it really so far. I did have a problem where I was trying to stream uh I think it was H264, and I was having an issue with that because of something in the like the API that they use. There was like a bug. I'm not sure if he squashed that or not, but it hasn't affected me. I've just been streaming with I think it was HVEC that had a problem. But anyway, yeah, shouldn't affect you. But that's really cool that you stream. We are actually primarily like we're based on YouTube. We just hit our 6,500 subscriber mark. Um, Having a lot of fun. Really enjoying the streaming, the gaming, the community. Really cool. And we're going for a YouTube partner. We've got I guess May of last year is whenever we started getting watch hours again. I guess it like removed them and started rolling over or whatever. I really hope that we can get that 4,000 watch hours before. What's the recommended bit rate for Velora? I'm assuming a normal 6,000 like Twitch. So you can go 6,000. That's perfectly fine for Velora. I've actually gone a little bit higher than that. Whenever I first started on Velora, I was streaming at like 9,000 or 10,000. But I think since then there's been some degree of bandwidth limitation. So I think 6,000 should be it's a really good balance between quality and and speed, I suppose. Especially for something like a 1080p stream, it's sufficient. It's sufficient. So I do have my solar array set up now. Now, as far as power storage, we're not going to be able to increase the amount of. Actually, hold on. Okay, so there is 2,550 kp available now. So we have pretty much as much energy generation during the day as a large or like a medium sized electromagnetic generator place. Yeah, so we have 2,550 kp available now. Our power storage is 4,495. That's 495,000 kp. We are not discharging. We are fully charged, and it things are looking pretty decent. I don't think we'll drain through that in a night. Even once I get this place decked out all the way, I really highly doubt we're gonna drain. We're gonna cut through over 400,000. But I am gonna add in a storage bank. I don't like that clipping on the wall over there. It bugs me so much. Now our battery bank. Look, we've got like a portal to another dimension here. It's like definitely a weird spot in the wall. I think it has to do with how those lines go straight up like that, though. It's like this place has been cut and punched out and world edited in by the game. At least that's what it looks like. Yeah, so 6,000 is actually good on Velora. You'll notice that the interface is actually kind of similar to Twitch and the others. Just I think that's just to make people feel more at home, allow them to learn the platform without as much of a learning curve. For this, we're going to put a gigantic tree in. What is the gigantic tree we're going to put in? That's a fruit tree. Let's see how big we can get this tree. That's it, huh? I could put a tree back here, but it's not pretty. You know, it's not pretty. And you can't really see it. So I think this is going to be our battery supply. I think this is going to be our power room. Ooh, I have one problem with that. I do not like the sound of those batteries whirring. The whir of the batteries. Whenever there's like 100 of batteries sitting there. Not my favorite sound whenever I'm just hanging out in the house. I like it to kind of be a little quieter. So for our power supply room, I think I'm going to remove that window right there also. I don't really like it. If I don't, I'm going to put one in right there. Our power supply room can actually just go probably behind the house. I, unfortunately, am not able to dig down. Yep, it's kind of a bummer. But I did place flooring, and I placed it at the ground level earlier in the playthrough here. So I have a grid that I can snap, and then I'll be able to place my batteries on this. So it's kind of weird. You can't really see the flooring here either. But I think what I'm going to end up doing is building some walls to encase this. So that way we're not looking at it all the time. And I'll probably make it like a little shack. Like a little... It looks like... I mean, this is going to be a decent battery storage. Battery storage area, I guess. Power. And I guess I need to get batteries now. How many can I make? 98 batteries. Alright. Cannot change rotation axis. So I'm going to just start dropping batteries in the... Actually, I got to go to build camera. I don't have to, but I would prefer to, just to kind of keep these a little straighter. Plus, I'm going to have to build against the wall. Hey, Chroma, I'll make sure to jump over there and follow you on Velora as well. If I see you live over there and I'm not live at the time, you know, if I'm just, you know, chilling, browsing, hanging out, or if I see that you're coming in to, you know, do the old lurk in my stream, I'll bring you up. You ever just want to watch one day? I don't know. I'm not the most interesting guy in the world. I mean, I am outside of stream, but when I'm playing games, I'm playing games, man. I'm playing games. But this is, you know, you do gotta keep kind of an entertainment aspect, and you can actually look at that. You can see the platform right here. Somebody's gonna be like, dude, do you need that many batteries? And I'm gonna say, bro, this is nothing compared to some of the other battery banks that I have built for some of my other bases. This is just a few. All right, let's wire these things up. This is sometimes not the most fun part. I'm actually going to go ahead and hook this to power. So that way I'll see these things power up once I hook them together. So if they're successfully, you know, linked, then... And I usually just try to link off the front of each one instead of trying to attach to the sides, because that doesn't seem to actually work very well. You guys, I am getting messengers. I am. Also, unfortunately, I will have to go to work before too long. I am very sad. But I will be back. I will probably might play some more No Man's Sky tonight. We do have that update coming, so I think I'm gonna keep up the pressure. I'm gonna keep it up, keep playing it. Um, I want to play up until at least up until the update hits, the new expedition drops, and then we complete that expedition. Then we might jump over and start playing a couple other games like we usually do. But pretty fixated on this game at the moment. It's a good game to play. Oh my gosh, this power bank is making me sleepy. So, little fun fact. Um, folks that like actually have ADHD, whenever they do like a task kind of similar to this, where it doesn't really involve a lot of thinking or brain power, it's just really monotonous. Um, they will get sleepy, like incredibly sleepy. The brain basically goes to sleep while the body's still awake, or tries to anyway. So it's kind of crazy, man. It's a pretty wild feeling. Not that I don't find it interesting, not that I'm not having fun, but my brain apparently is not stimulated enough by this. Let's see what we've got for power now. We oh we're only we're only 25%. It's gonna be 10 minutes before we're fully charged. We're not gonna run out of power in this house. Goodness gracious. Holy cow. I didn't realize how efficient that solar grid would be. Like I said, I usually don't put them on my house, but in this case, we're like down in a giant hole, and I kind of wanted to get them closer to ground level. There is something that I could do, but I could. Is that ship stuck on that? That ship is stuck on that rock. Yo, that ship's stuck on the rock. Check that out. Um, I love it when they do that. I could make a large solar array up here and then link it to the. Do you see right up there? There's a short range teleporter, and those things bounce me all the way the into this building right over here. I'm gonna have to make another short range teleporter bank though, that will take me from my overseer's office to my house. That can sometimes be a little difficult, and I'm not exactly sure where I want to put that yet. I suppose I could drop it in here, maybe right here in this corner. That's probably gonna, it's probably gonna be a good spot for it, I think. Let's find our short range teleporter and go ahead and just drop it right here. Alright, so now that we have our short range teleporter there, we're gonna have to do a funny little glitch bug thing. Not that, but that was a funny little glitch bug thing. So I think this is my overseer's office. It is. I have trouble finding doors. Obviously, quite obviously, have trouble finding doors. Um, I'm gonna need another short range here, and I don't know where I want to put that short range because this place is pretty crowded. I might could get away with placing it there, and then I've got to figure out a way to get this into that one. And usually the way you do this is you gotta like, so I think this was patched or something, but because it's way harder to do now than it used to be. But think I think this is it. It's not. No. This can be kind of tough. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and try to rotate this one first, and that one, I didn't do it. I feel like eventually it is going to work. I've just got to force it somehow. I think one way that you can do this is by building a couple walls in a couple spots, like this and like this, and then if I build like a platform attaching it like on the roof. Let me see here. Then I think I can clip the teleporter into the ground, and then whenever I place it, the game won't have a choice. I think I go into build camera for this and place. No. Get myself in a weird position here. And it pushed my point of view up. By pushing my point of view up, it stacked those things instead of placing them like I needed them. From time to time, it will work. I think another thing I can do probably is by placing that there, I might can glitch it down a little bit more. I really want this to be ground level, like on the floor. It says the object's too close to me though, so I'm gonna back it up a little. That might be causing some of our issues. I have done this multiple times. It is not easy. I think it used to be easier from what I gathered, but it is now no longer just like a place it, done with it type deal. Actually having to glitch the item in. And this is sometimes possible by placing the teleporter slightly higher than it's supposed to be, like ground, on ground level. You don't really place it on the ground. Sometimes it seems to work. And you just kind of got to keep trying till you get it, really. In my experience, I don't know if there's like a better way to do this to make it happen. I'm really not sure. It says that guy's running for it, but it looks like he's under the ground. Alright, now if I can toggle edit free build, and then it doesn't look like I'm able to rotate it in, and the free build's not working for this like it usually does. What a weird thing. Doesn't seem like this is working for me. I'm going to try this. Try to get right here. Right inside of this. And place this about like that. What was that? Oh. Notifications. I don't think that's it either. Bro, that was not it. No. They're on top of one another. So get my teleporter in here. This doesn't have to be the double, actually. This can be one single short range. What am I doing? Because I'm not actually going that far with this short range. I'm just being silly. That's what's happening. Okay, I'm going to link this teleport cable and that teleporter. Yay, how'd I know it was nasty outside? See, I don't want that teleport cable going across my house like that, though. Like, going across the... I mean, I guess it fades, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, it fades. I guess it's fine. I just don't like it a lot. Sharkness Gaming, what's up? You just got back from school? Hey, that's cool, man. I'm actually getting ready to go to work. I've got to be at work in 30 minutes, man. 30 minutes. So it's actually getting about time for me to start wrapping things up, but I'll be back tonight. I'll be doing some more with some more No Man's Sky. I'm fairly certain all this power, all this is tied together. So if I go up here and look at my batteries up here, oh, the furnace is empty on the reactor, but this is storing a massive amount of power. And it says that we're using more than we have available, which doesn't make a ton of sense if I'm being honest. I could drop a couple more of these. I hope you're having a good day, Sharkness. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Doing really good. Sometimes I get a little sleepy playing this game. It's just not good if I got to go to work. But I'm only working like 5 hours today, so I'm just going to be pretty much in and out of that place. Now tomorrow I work 12 to 9:15, and then the next day I work 12 to 9:15 too. So I'll be leaving about midday. If I do any live streams, those days it'll be after hours, or it'll be, or it will be like early in the morning before I have to go in. I'm gonna start trying to get in some more early morning streams. I did add some more power here, so I think those things only add 25 each. Unfortunately, we still only have the 50 kp available. Oh, that 50 kp available is only coming from, yeah, it's coming from this unit, because each of these units are individual units where they're on a base pad inside of a habitat. That makes lots of sense. That makes oh, don't want to go out there. Also, while I'm here, I need to go ahead in here and remove this. The reason is, oh, I was like, what? I'm gonna have to make a little house up here too. The reason is I've got that down there, yes, but I need to put one of these in my house right over here. Whoa, fell straight through the ground. I did. I can tell that's going to be a thing where I'm not loaded in yet all the way, and my house floats, like the floor floats off the ground a good little bit. I foresee myself getting stuck a lot. I think for this time, honestly, I'm going to take this guy and put it right in the middle of the room. And I'm going to try to make some really cool stuff. Let's see. That's the back of the unit, so yeah, we need to have it facing forwards. And I'm thinking this is pretty much centered. I'm gonna pull it back out of the wall some. I want to make it look like it goes into the wall, kind of. I will power this unit now using my light bulb. Alright, now our portal goes into the... Oh, it's not centered. You know how I know? Because I'm using that light right above it in the middle of the wall now. Hey, Shark Nest, we are getting close. We're getting close. We're 1,400 watch hours away from getting partner on YouTube, which means Mountain League Gaming will actually start getting a little bit of revenue from all of our hard work and all of our activity, streaming and stuff. What that means is that YouTube will start paying Mountain League Gaming for the ads that people see whenever they watch our channel and our videos. So generally speaking, that's a really good thing for us. We'd like to hit that. It's going to help all of the Mountain League Gaming creators, because what Mountain League Gaming does is Mountain League Gaming pays its gamers a percentage of what we would make once we get monetized if we make money off of any of their content, because we can of course repost our gamers and affiliates content, specifically our gamers. And when we do that, of course, you know, if it does generate revenue for us, they are entitled to some of that revenue. So with that being said, we'd like to go ahead and expedite that process, but we're getting there. So we're about about 1,400 watch hours away, which builds up really, really quick if you're really active. So we have some playlists set up over on our channel. If there's any time like where if you have like an extra device, or if there's any time where, you know, you might be like, I don't know, sleeping or something like that, and you can turn on the phone, turn down the volume, or mute the video or something, just kind of let a playlist run through. That really helps out a whole lot. Those watch hours do count towards it. But yeah, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Thanks to your support and all of our other community support. We're really making a lot of really good progress. We've got, I think, until May before our watch hours start rolling off of our total, and we're really gonna have to pick up the pace to make up for what they're taking off, because I think it's a rolling year. But hey, ladies and gents, I think that's actually going to be it for the end of our stream. I've got to get in the car and wake myself up just a little bit, get ready for work. But I see what happened with my roof here. It's a little taller on that corner than that one. That's why that one's all glitchy and stuff. We'll fix that when we get back too. But for now, that's going to be the end of our stream. This is the end of our little house build for this time, and we'll see everyone next time. But until then, as always, happy gaming.